Winter is the season where everything slows down and you get the chance to lock in, level up, and really focus on who you're becoming. It's the quiet months when you build discipline, get intentional, and reinvent yourself. It is early in the morning and I'm starting my day off with a glass of water. I really want to challenge myself for what's left of 2025. To be honest, I've grown pretty comfortable in my current routine and I feel like I'm in a bit of a slump. But growth happens in discomfort and when you challenge yourself. So here's to my Winter Arc Day 1. It's kind of eerie going outside at this time of day. It's very, very dark still. It feels like the middle of the night, but I'm just going outside to feed the horses. They are on hay until the springtime. Good morning, Junior. The only reason I can't see him is because he has a white spot on his forehead. The point of this challenge is to build healthy habits that are both attainable and realistic. This challenge is not like 75 hard. If I miss a day, I'm not going to beat myself up over it or start back over on day 1. I'm going to try my best to hit each goal daily, but if that doesn't happen, that's totally okay. Life happens and I'm going to gently get back into routine the next day. I hope overall this video inspires you, but also just shows you a very realistic way to build discipline and consistent habits. I recently started a strength phase and I'm really enjoying it. It's nice to get away from working out for aesthetic reasons and focus more on increasing how much weight I can lift. As part of that, I'm really needing to be mindful of my mobility. If I skip my mobility work, I can 100% feel it in my knees. So I have a huge incentive to make sure I stretch at the end of every workout. I'm just about ready to head out to work. We're a little bit more casual today because it is Friday. Very excited about that. So I'm just gonna pack my lunch and then we'll head out. And it is very much dark when I leave the house and it's getting to the point where it's almost dark when I get home too. So we have a little over a month yet until the days start getting longer and that cannot happen soon enough. I'm going to share all of my Winter Arc goals later on in this video with you guys, but one of them is to journal every day. As long as I am putting pen to paper, it counts as journaling. I've been really into brain dumping as my form of journaling lately. I feel like it really helps me to get things out of my head. So if I have time in the mornings, I will definitely be journaling. And just like that, I am back home from work and I'm going to sit down to fill out a habit tracker that I'm going to print from online. It's a free PDF printable that I just found online that I'm going to use to track my Winter Arc habits, which brings us to what are my Winter Arc rules exactly? The first rule is to journal every day, and I have no rules around the format of my journaling, and I don't have a fancy planner. I'm keeping this very simple. Rule number 2 is to get at least 7 hours of sleep a night. I have been really bad about scrolling too long on my phone at night, which cuts into my sleep, so I hope that if I know that I'm tracking this, I will be better about getting to bed earlier. The next goal is to read at least 10 pages of a book. Right now I am reading Me But Better, which I highly recommend. The next habit that I'm working on is to work out for 45 minutes every day. This one isn't super hard for me because I strength train 5 days a week, but this is more about me also wanting to be active on the weekends, especially as we get into the colder months. Next habit is to keep my screen time on my phone below 60 minutes. Drink 3 liters of water minimum daily. I tend to be pretty good with this, but as it gets colder and I'm not sweating as much, I know I'll be inclined to drink less and less. So this will just keep me accountable to continue making sure I'm getting my water in. Another daily habit is to eat in a caloric surplus. Yes, I am intentionally wanting to gain some weight during this winter arc, all in the name of my hormonal health. It's very important to me, so I want to make sure I'm consistent with that. And then we go into my weekly habits, the first one being having 1 intentional self-care night per week. I'm not super good on the whole beauty maintenance thing, so I'm hoping this will help me with that. Second weekly habit is to make my husband 1 new meal or recipe per week instead of the ones that I've had on repeat forever. The third weekly habit is to post 1 long form YouTube video that I've thoroughly planned per week. And my final weekly habit for the Winter Arc Challenge is to learn or challenge my brain in some form. And I'm just going to kind of leave that open to what that's going to look like. Those are all of my Winter Arc goals. Like I said, I'm keeping this realistic but challenging for me because I definitely do not do all of these things on a daily or weekly basis. The entire point of the challenge is to get 1 step closer to the best version of myself. I want to get 1 step closer to living my dream life, and all of these habits are things my ideal self does. If I can implement them now, I am basically living my ideal self. I'm really excited for the rest of the challenge. I plan to do this all the way until Christmas, maybe to the end of December, but I'm not holding myself to any strict standard at all. I feel like this challenge is giving me new life. I've been in a bit of a seasonal slump, and I just haven't felt my happiest, especially with the sun going down earlier and the weather getting colder. I feel like this challenge has given me something to strive for, and all the goals on my habit tracker genuinely bring me joy and make me feel like I'm living my best life.